guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry about this, but we're jumping right into it today. I'm going to be taking my MAC quad that I made myself, and I'm going to take my go-to transitional color. This is Soft Brown by MAC. I love this color. It's gorgeous. It goes with everything. Like I said, it's just my go-to. So I'm going to be putting this in my crease for a transitional color, and I'm going to be making sure to make this very rounded, very much to the shape of my eye. This whole eye look I want to be very circular and round and very much like grasping my eyeball. So that's basically the motion that you want to do right there. And then I'm going to go into it again, and I'm going to take Brown Script, which is just a beautiful, warm, reddish, gorgeous brown that I can wear on my eyeballs every single day. I love this color, and I'm going to be taking it on a precise pencil brush because I'm going to be almost kind of creating a cut crease, but a little bit more blown out, a little bit more blended, and not so extreme, and I think just a little bit more wearable. So after I place that right in my crease, I'm going to take a blending brush and blend it out. Then later we can go back in and add some more product once I have my glitter on my eyelids. So I'm taking my glitter glue. This is by Too Faced, I believe. Everything's going to be linked down below though, so don't worry. And I'm just going to be using a synthetic brush to kind of almost carve out my eyelid and create that cut crease kind of effect. And also it's just creating obviously a base for the star of the show, my Stila liquid magnificent metals kind of eyeshadow thingy. Again, real names will be listed down below. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's just so stunning. This is in the color Kitten Karma. They have a bunch of other colors, but this one is amazing. It's just right up my alley. I'm obsessed, and you guys can see how beautiful this product is with no base, nothing. It's just an all-in-one gorgeous product, except I would recommend, like I said, using a glitter base just to make sure it lasts all day. So between using my brush and patting the product on my eyelid, it gave me this beautiful opaque look. After I let it dry, I'm going to go right on to cutting the crease a little bit further, or just adding some more of that brown script in my crease and my outer corner of my eye. I was going to say my outer V, but I really want to keep this rounded, so it's not really a V, it's more of the rounded shape like I keep mentioning. And then of course, like I always do, place down a product, I'm going to blend it out. So I'm just blending very gently because you don't want to kind of get the glitter knocked off of the eyelid, so just be careful and aware of that. Then I'm going to take Nylon by MAC, and I'm going to place this on my brow bone, being careful not to put too much because we have a lot going on the eyelids obviously. And I'm going to again blend it out so it's just more of like that highlighted kind of brow bone, but not super shimmery and in your face. Onto the face, we'll go back to the eyes in a little bit. I'm going to take my Hydrablur primer by Dermalogica. I'm just trying this out, but so far I really like it. I think it does a really beautiful job at priming my skin, and I think it is somewhat hydrating. I don't necessarily need too much hydration because I am more oily in my T-zone and more normal on the outer perimeter of my face, but I think it does a really beautiful job so far, and I will keep you guys posted on that product. But I'm going to be using my goodie, I was going to say my oldie but goodie, that makes no sense. This is a newer foundation, but it's just one of my favorites. I love it. I use it all the time. My Josie Maran Vibrancy. I have a review on this. I will have it linked up on the screen and down below for you guys. It's just a beautiful foundation, and like I said, I do have an oily T-zone, but with the right products and the right primers and the right setting powders, it still lasts and does like a job for me. So onto my concealer. Are you guys surprised? My Tarte Shape Tape. Can't get away from this stuff. If it's, not this, it's either my MAC Pro Longwear, or I've been loving the little Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Enhancer, but this one still is just my favorite. It's just the bomb. It does amazing job at covering. It's blendable. It's seamless. It's not too cakey. It's just gorgeous, as you guys can see here. I'm blending it out with my Beauty Blender. So that way it just blends even more seamlessly. I love my Beauty Blender. The only reason I didn't use it for foundation today, like I usually do, is because I had a couple of blemishes from my time of the month, and I think I needed a little bit more coverage, which my Kabuki brush gives to me. So after I'm done blending that all in, I'm going to take my powder. This is my Saint Laurent powder. Exact name, again, down below. And I'm going to be patting this underneath the eyes and around the nose where I get that extra oils, and also where I have the most pores, because I want to really almost like cement in my foundation and kind of cover the holes in my face. This sounds so crazy, but that's basically what I'm doing there. And then after that, I'm going to bronze up my skin. I'm taking one that I haven't really played with much. This is the Bahama Mama bronzer by Balm. But you guys can see how beautiful it is. I think it does a gorgeous job, and I'm excited to continue to play with this. I've just been like, you know, bringing out the bronzers and stuff that I have in my collection now that it's that time of the year where it's just going to get warm, and I'm super excited to do so. So yeah, and I'm using a kind of small contouring brush by Morphe. You guys can see here I pat it on my forehead and then I go in and I blend it. I try not to move around my foundation too much. I try to just keep everything nicely placed. And then after that, after I kind of set it in there with the smaller brush, I like to go in with a big brush to really blend it in. So of course we got to highlight. It's spring and summertime. Highlight is going to be like the main focus of the skin. I just love it. So I'm using my Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick, and I believe this is Apricot. Oh my god, I can't say that. Apricot. There we go. And I'm just gonna be putting this all over the place, basically. Cheekbones, forehead, nose, Cupid's bow. And I bring this one out mostly in the spring and summer because it has a beautiful gold sheen to it. That's not too much, but still really gorgeous. Quickly, I'm just going to set my brows with some Givenchy Mas Fancy clear brow gel. I just think it makes my brows look really nice and full and pretty, and I love the like supermodel kind of standing up feathery brow, so that's what I was going for. I'm going to quickly line my waterline with a little bit of a nude pencil by Cargo, and then to define the lower lash line and bring back some life into the eyes, I'm going to connect basically the top and bottom, or the corners and the lower lash line, and with the same brown script color, and that's really it. Off camera, I popped on some mascara on my lower lashes, and then I'm going to be putting on this lipstick right here. This is a Jouer, I think it's a matte cream lipstick in Dulce de Leche. Also popping on a little bit of the nylon right in the inner corners of my eyes. And then you guys are done. I hope that you guys enjoyed this spring look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!